Good morning, everyone, and may the happy 4th of July to fellow Americans and all those that happen to celebrate the 4th of July. Oh, hello. Didn't realize I was popping myself into Discord. Give me a minute. Okay, there we go. So, anyways, today is the Wellness Wednesday Extra Life charity broadcast, so, as well as for an early morning show for those of you that happen to be huge fans of the Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, hello again. Hi, Armin. Great to see you both early this morning. So glad to have you. Okay, but it's the 5th for you guys. Well, it's still the 4th for me. So, anywho, let's go ahead and get started where we left off, trying to complete some quests and whatnot. I hope y'all have been having a fabulous morning for the most part. As for me, I got to start off with some pancakes. So basically what we still have to do is we still have to get lockpicking skills up high enough for us to actually pick the locks of the monasteries. So we're just going to go around lockpicking everything. Wait, hold on, Matthew! No! No! Yeah, that's who we needed to speak with.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Are you happy here?
It's not worth a damn. If I had any choice, you wouldn't see my heels for dust.
Well, what's happened? Did you two get yourselves into trouble?
A fine friend you are, assuming it's our own bloody fault.
Oh, come on. You know what you two are like. I had to ask.
Well, perhaps with that monk. But now, the foreman's got it in for us. If he could, he'd skin us alive.
I'd never have guessed he's like that.
Well, get a job here as a hand and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you?
Good one. He keeps his eye on everything, but his hand only touches the saw when the miller shows up, which isn't that surprising.
Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his either.
So, he's clumsy and arrogant. That's what you said about your last master, that Nimoy.
Aye, but at least you could sneak away from old Nimoy for a bit. No chance of that around here.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Take care.
So, we will put on our best clothes and see if we can do some sweet talking. Bear with me a quick second, folks. I think I'm being summoned at my door by the dog. Yep, I was being summoned by the dog. She wanted her, she just wanted to come in here and lay in her bed. Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. We were trying to look fancified, getting our charisma up. Yeah, that should look good enough.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Are you happy with your new workers?
They're good carpenters, but someone constantly has to stand behind their backs and keep an eye on them.
Really?
Yes, yes. When I'm there with them, everything goes smoothly. But the moment I leave, I hear Thomas yelling at them. Good luck then.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
It's good they have someone to look out for them.
Goodbye.
Wow. Alright, let's see if we can coerce the miller's daughter. Although there is one thing that's actually bothered me. Henry doesn't know how to swim. Ah, little maid Jane. She isn't awake yet. Well, we'll just make do, and yeah, that's all that dog wanted, was to come into my room and sleep in her bed. Creepy? I'll tell you what's even creepier, is that you can actually murder people in their sleep. Oh, good, she's finally awake. Speak, speak, speak! Aww.
Good health to you, Henry.
Well, at least she knows who I am. Well, technically she was barking while I didn't have my microphone queued up.
What was that?
Well, in this game, yes, it would be. That way you don't have to do the whole elongated one-on-one. Oh good, she's over here. Can I speak to her? Nope.
God save you, Henry.
No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
Wait, is this quest now broken?
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps we can't do that. Restless Spirit, I can't get that until I do something more. Jumps at the River is an activity that we can repeatedly do. Let's see if we can find another quest giver. Ooh, another miller with a quest.
Yeah.
Alright, so we know there's bandits along the road, so I should be all decked out. I shall be able to greet them with my finest blade. Well, actually, I don't think I have the finest blade on me, but still, should be able to greet them.
You're dead.
Is that all the best you can do? What's the matter? Come on. Gone weak at the knees. I'll slaughter you.
It's really odd. The will to fight left him. Although, granted, it is kind of funny watching these guys tire themselves out chasing after a mounted unit. Oh, look! Poison! If only less I could have an entire quiver full of poisoned arrows. Ah, that'd be so much fun. But granted, not everyone's unarmored, so... A Cooper's axe. I think I killed one more over here. I think. Don't fully recall. Wait, is her Paris over here somewhere? Here it is.
Yeah!
Alrighty.
I'm glad to see you.
Is there any work you could give me?
That depends. Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've got a bit of a problem.
I'm listening.
We've got a human captive we pulled out of the river. I've an idea what to do with him, but I need a little help. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
I'll help you. I've got some unfinished business with the Cumans.
I'm guessing you're from Skalitz, then.
I am.
Very well, then. I plan to question the bastard and find out where he hid all the plunder he's been taking.
I'm guessing you want to return all that loot to its original owners.
Very funny. So, are you going to help me or not?
All right, I'll get it out of him.
Do you speak Hungarian?
No, I don't.
Then you won't get anything out of him. But if you want to help, you can. A little down the river is a mill. The men said there's a vagrant there who swears in Hungarian when he's playing dice. You could go there and find out if he knows any more than curses.
All right, I can handle it.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
It was like a faint goodbye. Why does your cat smell like smoky bacon?
It's too deep here.
Well, if the cat left any bacon, I'd enjoy a couple strips.
Yeah.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
God be with you. Take care now.
Ah, I heard you know how to speak Hungarian. But are you fluent?
Ah, I'll speak it well enough. But why are you interested, brother?
Where did you learn Hungarian?
In the university in Vienna. I studied there diligently until all my coin was spent. So I'm travelling back to my home, Prague, to the mother of all cities, brother.
I might have a job for you.
A job? And I was hoping you were coming with an invitation to a drink or a message from my mistress.
Your mistress sends word for you to get off that idle arse of yours and come with me.
Ha! I don't have a mistress anymore. But what about that drink? Do they have wine where you're headed?
Maybe watery beer. But if I know your kind, you'll be happy enough to drink that.
Oh, God's truth, brother. So what's it all about then?
I need someone to question a cumin. I can see you're not tongue-tied and you know Hungarian, so shouldn't be a problem for you.
Lord almighty, a cumin? But what does it matter? My employers here want to send me back on the road come the end of the week. How much are you paying?
How much would you like?
Well, the question is, how much are you offering?
What about this?
It'll take more than that to persuade me. Fine. It sounds like a fair deal. And where do you have this cumin of yours?
Have you heard of the mill in Bujin?
Of course. I've won at dice against a band that works there more than once.
Fine. Take your things and we'll go.
I took the shortcut. I went with the river.
We can start the questioning.
Wonderful. I was almost starting to get bored.
So, let's begin. Tell him he has one and only chance to save his neck from the gallows.
Jolfidja, vanashaye de manakversha. Huh?
Tell him I know damn well he's got stolen valuables hidden somewhere around here.
Avásovat stottat a cuccot, amit ötször lopkodtál.
Ezt megmondhatom neked, de előbb azt áruld el, az a fekete hajú ott mellette, tud-e magyarul?
Nem, egy szót sem.
What's he saying?
Well, he seems to be resisting.
Tell him that if he tells me where it is, I'll set him free.
Na moin, hol van?
Elmondom neked, de azt a gecit, aki melletted áll, küld el valahova.
Aha, már gazdem elteni.
Akkor jó, hogy értük egymást. Jól figyelj, azzal a nagy várossal szemben a folyónál.
Ratályra gondolsz?
A nevét nem tudom. Egy nagy város, várfalakkal. És van ott két vár. Szemben a folyó túlpartján van egy domb. Ha a város felé nézel, van melletted egy út. Azon az úton van egy kereszteződés, egy kiégett fával. Viszonnan egy kis ösvény le a vízhez. És lent a víznél van egy kivált fatör.
És a bandban?
Igen.
So? Is he saying anything?
No, not really. He just keeps swearing.
Tell him that if he doesn't say anything in the next few moments, I'll cut his throat right here and now.
És hova küldjem?
Pénzhelyét nem tudom pontosan elmondani, így oda kell őt vinnem.
Well now, he started to talk. He says he buried the coin somewhere in the forest, but he can't describe the place exactly. He says he can take you there, though.
Fine. That's good enough for me.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
I have something to ask about the interrogation.
Tell me, brother.
Whatever he said took a lot longer than your translation. Did you really tell me everything?
Well, you know, they have a different manner of speaking in Hungary. Some things can't be translated so easily. There are a few hard nuts for us translators to crack there.
So you didn't translate everything?
Not verbatim. But look, I don't know why you're making a fuss about it. It's simple. He's gonna take you there, and the money's yours.
It's just I'm sure I heard him say something about Rattay.
He must have misheard. He didn't mention that once. He speaks a strange dialect. That's the trouble.
A fucking dialect? I've had enough of this. I'm taking the Cuman to Rattay, and we'll see what he has to say when he's on the rack. They'll have a translator who knows what he's doing. And if I find out you've betrayed me, you'll be very sorry.
Fine, fine. Just keep calm. I didn't tell you everything. You're right.
So what did he say? I'm listening.
He described the place where he says the money is hidden, in exchange for me promising that I'd talk to you into letting him guide you there.
Tell me, what are you going to do with that blood Cuman?
Where does he want to take me?
I have no idea, but it's probably not anywhere you'd want to be.
But where's the money then?
Well, across the river from Rattay, there's a hill. And when you're standing on that hill, looking at the town, there's a road next to you. On that road, there's a crossroads by a burnt tree. From there, a small path leads to the water. Then, by the water, on the right, he says, there's a hollowed out stump. And that's where you'll find it.
Well, now, it looks like we're through here. Get lost.
I'm already on my way, and everything is fine now, is it not, brother?
You better hope it's there, or I'm going to come looking for you.
Don't worry. I'm not so foolish as to lie to you twice, am I?
I should hope not.
See you later.
Oh, I see. Now you're a hero. You should have thought that.
Well, who would have thunk it? I can get the Cuman's treasure and some bacon too. Or wait, you don't have bacon, do you, Akab? I'd like to drag the translator with me, because then if he knew it was an ambush, he'd be screaming his little head off about the ambush.
We went to interrogate that Cuman.
Is that so? Tell me about it.
You were right. He's got coin hidden somewhere.
Ha! You see? That's the legendary miller's instinct for you.
That vagrant of yours is a piece of work.
How's that?
To trick us. He made a deal with the Cuman. His plan was to talk me into letting that bastard lead me on a wild goose chase, while he got the treasure.
Is that so? The sly fox. But you didn't fall for it, so the plan doesn't change. Go with him. Get the money and bring it back here.
And what to do with the Cuman afterwards?
Once you got the coin, you can do what you like with that heathen.
Right. But what do I get out of it?
I'll let you have half. That's fair, isn't it?
Aye, fair enough.
Wait a minute, half? I did most of the legwork.
I'll get going then.
Good. And don't even think of trying anything underhand. If I find out you've cheated me, you'll rue the day.
Don't worry, Miller.
Good luck then.
Tell me, Ellie, what are you going to do with that bloody cube?
I've come to ask about that human.
Ask away.
How did you manage to catch him? It's not like I underestimate you, but I can only assume he was armed.
Oh, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck. I went for water in the morning, and all of a sudden I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on the shore, and then I realised he was a human. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold, so I dragged him into the bar.
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him. You'll have to ask him what he's got in mind.
All right, I'll ask him. Interesting.
The river would have washed
Mit akartok már megint? Gyáva nyulak vagytok mind. Itt tartotok, mint egy állatot, de egyikőtök sem mer velem kiállni. Köpök rátok, szukafatja.
Nice try, but I'm not stupid.
Na mi van? Megyünk?
But still, I don't intend to wander around the forest all day. Show me where it really is. And no trickery. Got that?
Huh?
God, for fuck's sake, get on with it. And don't you dare try anything.
Hol a faszba is volt? Az ott egész ismerősnek tűnik.
Anyone know or speak Hungarian?
Persze, persze. Ha nem találom meg, gyorsan megölsz. Ne félj, értem én. Világos. Miért is ásta volna el a közelben az idióta Tihamér?
Oh, also a reminder, for anyone interested, From the Ash is actually available on Humble Bundle now, so if you'd like to actually redeem your Steam keys to get this DLC, for those of you that happen to already own Kingdom Come Deliverance, feel free to go ahead and actually help now. Help a charity that is for a worthy cause. And also the developers themselves.
A pénz egy falünkbe van elrejtve. Akkor kell vagy sem? Igen?
Go. A good deed shouldn't go unrewarded. And I suppose you might call this a good deed?
I did promise the guy freedom, so... You had a crush on a Hungarian, that was about as much as you could say. Okay.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
Although I think this would be hilarious if there was a bilingualist that would actually play this game and already happens to know Hungarian while they play this game. Or it would actually be very interesting if somebody actually spoke Hungarian while playing this and you came up against the Cumans speaking Hungarian. So... You used to work for one. Interesting.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? I'll slaughter you!
Mit keresel itt? Véletlenül kibújtál az anyád szoknyája alól? A gányba!
Is that all you've got? Ow! Some fun at last. You call that combat? You fucking dog. Gone weak at the knees, have you? Ow! You're dead. Fucker! You get what for? I'll slaughter you! Come here! Yeah! Shit, leave me be! Hey! Who's there? Who's there? You gonna cry now? What's going Had enough? I'm gonna enjoy this.
So did I! We should try it again sometime. Alright, let's take a quick drink.
Hey! Who's there?
There we go. Now I got a spear. Which, this shield that I currently have is a spearman's shield, so... Ooh, a Hungarian blade. Ooh la la.
God save you, Henry. Hey, what shit?
It's the same guy. Oh, yeah? You were gonna threaten me after you tried to lie to me earlier? Don't look good for you, feller.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm back.
So I see. Well, have you got it?
I have. There was a small fortune stashed away there.
Well, well. So, give me my half and we can each go on our merry way.
Here you are.
Splendid! It's been a pleasure working with you. Take care. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey! Who's there? What the hell was that? What have we got here? Entertainment! Great! Ugh.
Yep, I love entertainment. That's why I'm here to kill you.
Is that all you got? Ugh. I'll slaughter you! You call that combat? Ugh. Come here, lily liver! Go and weak at the knees, have you? I'll find you, you cur! You can't hide from me! Bring it on! Is that the best you can do?
You call that combat?
I call it clearing out a bandit camp. What's making you sick? Me riding the horse around in circles? Or me, killing bandits?
Yeah.
Ah, sadly that's the easiest way to take care of those guys, is to ride around in circles. Actually, that does lead me to my follow-up question. Do you by chance happen to get vertigo? Or suffer from vertigo?
Who's there? What's that? What's going on there?
Aw, sorry, Keb.
Yeah.
What have we got here? Entertainment, great.
Yeah.
Come here, lily liver. You'll get what for.
Yeah. I'm going to enjoy this.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Got him right smack between the legs. You dislike heights too, but you'd be the first to throw yourself out of a plane? Really? I never could do that. Also because I'd never stop checking to make sure that my parachute was correct or not.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're so afraid of heights you'd throw yourself out of an airplane or helicopter with or without a parachute? My goodness.
Enemy's come to see us.
Who needs a parachute when you got a pair of shoes? Go out in the blaze of glory or stupidity? Well, I mean, if that's the way you want to go, then that's the way you want to go. Okay, that sounds like a phrase saying,
God be with you, Henry.
like Steve Irwin, he died doing what he loved. Even though he died by, what was it, a stingray. He died because of his cameraman? Really? I don't recall that.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Does vision turn blue when you're about to pass out? I honestly wouldn't know. I haven't ever gotten really to a pass out point like that before due to exhaustion. Although I have heard that, your vision can actually become constricted due to the lack in blood flow to your eyes, which can actually cause almost a form of stress-induced blindness, from what I understand. It's the reason why there's, a condition called hysterical blindness, which is, if you get your anxiety too far up or something, can actually cause you to lose your eyesight because you're focused on something else. Oh, I misread that. Yeah, but I was like, that sounds like fun. Oh, what? I was like, okay, so this girl wants to suffer from hysterical blindness. Okay, then. That's all I was originally thinking. I was like, okay.
Welcome, Henry.
Well, I'm sure we all do. I mean, for me especially, I got separate lenses that I put onto my glasses, so that's the only thing I have, so that way I can actually pretty much read what's on the screen. Yeah, and I'd assume it'd be blurry vision over, it turning blue.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you? Goodbye.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
Here. And something for your trouble.
Well now, thank you very much.
Yeah.
G'day, Henry.
Good health to you.
Wow. You appear to have quite a few number of issues there, Armin.
Take care.
God save. What can I do for you? Goodbye.
Let's talk about the price.
Alright, so?
Wow. I've actually broken a
Is this enough?
bone before, and I've actually split my
too much.
wrist.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
I mean, there was the one time my brother actually sliced up my arm only using his fingernail.
For all the good it did, another lot attacked. Good health to you, Henry.
Oh, kept you asking on how my brother sliced up my arm using his fingernail?
How are you, Henry?
I hope I can be a help to you, Knight.
Well, I mean, he just pretty much took his finger and just went straight from my thumb all the way up to my shoulder, basically. I wasn't wearing a watch. It was during a cruise, so it wasn't exactly very pleasant. So I got faint scars all along my arm for it too, because I never could stop picking at the scabs. This guy's not exactly a huge fan of mine, so let's go ahead and give him a little something extra.
Let's talk about the price.
Alright, so...
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Well now, thank you very much.
What do you mean to say is your father favored a cat over you? Oh, light armor.
Bye.
Yeah!
The sun sets out across the skies. He loses his way to the...
Wow. It's an unusual way to look at things. Mostly I'm saying it's unusual that somebody would actually look at it as the cat is the better expense to deal with, but if the cat end up, passing on, then still be better to say, hey, at least your kid isn't needing to go to the hospital.
Take care.
Ah, free healthcare for kids. Well, hopefully it was also free funeral services too.
God be with you.
Aw, sorry to hear that.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Oh, sorry. Misunderstood. As in, I thought you were saying that you missed it as in, you miss it now, as, like it's
God save
no
you,
longer
Henry.
there.
I'm at your service,
Not as
Sir
in,
Knight.
you physically missed it. Sorry.
God be with you.
It still hurts to climb. At least you know you're a child at heart.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
Is this enough?
That's too much. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Somebody has to get the cricket ball. Well, somebody must fetch something. Yeah, tetanus shots ain't fun. But if you could actually find a master blacksmith or an artisan blacksmith, could remake the whole thing. Make it cast iron, so that way, it lasts probably for what, 15 years before it starts to rust over.
Good luck then.
Ah. Well, I think the fence for our neighborhood's still pretty going strong too, so...
Take care.
So I was trying to scratch my ear. I thought I heard the dog. And she's laying belly up. So. Oh, that's right. I should purchase some more armor kits.
He loses his way, to the forge he flies.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Good luck then.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Like, how snory are we talking? Snoring so loud that he's gonna get tossed out. Cool.
Yeah.
Oops! Clotheslined. Darn you, you gutter.
Welcome, Henry.
So, if you were to have a gentleman caller that actually fell asleep in your on your bed and started snoring, you just immediately roll them out of your bed and try and roll them out of your room.
So what is it you need?
Oh, I had a look in the pantry and I need to stock up.
Good luck, then.
Oh, that's a shame. I mean, I'd be willing to try and get along with a cat, but if a cat's unwilling to get along with me, then usually I happen to say, "Ooh, look, violin string!"
So what is it you need?
I've come for a couple of things I'm short of.
No, I didn't.
But then again, that's the whole reason why I don't like cats anyways to begin with, because most of them are pretty hostile and mean and vicious.
God be with you.
For people I do not like, I do not tell them to feed my cats catnip. So apparently I stole someone's underwear. Actually, it looks like I stole a lot of underwears. Wow. Seriously did a panty raid, apparently.
Good luck then.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Here you are, with a little top-up.
Well now, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get the saddle repaired. Oh my. A lot of these need to be repaired.
I'm honored that you should come to me. Good luck, then.
Who the hell stuck up Kenjibi? Oh, right. I need to put this stuff back on the horse. Actually, should I even bother? Nah. Horse looks fine as he is right now, anyways.
Henry? God be with you.
Well, let's get rid of that. We'll, some of these additional goodies. Let's see if we got any more shoes I need to get rid of. There we go, foot wraps. This cobbler can repurpose most of the stuff into shoes.
Let's talk about the price.
Alright, so?
This here and a little top up.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Trying to get back into the good graces of Sasau.
Yeah.
How easy to do when everyone's up against you.
Yeah.
Like, they really hate you.
I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
What?
Of course, my dream. You were in a boat made of bone, and I put a crown of thorns on your head.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream? Yes, that dream has come true. I dreamt that a young man would become my apprentice, my own pupil in the trade of miracles.
Oh, then I'm in luck.
On the contrary, I'm the lucky one. What's your name, young man?
Oh. Henry.
Henry. A powerful name. So, Henry, are you ready to become my apprentice?
What exactly does it entail, becoming your apprentice?
A lot of work and strenuous labor. Knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study the great works of the ancients and devote your time to understanding your fellow men, listening to them, and learn to read their souls.
Nothing to it.
That's why God has sent you. So what do you say?
All right, I'll be your apprentice.
Wonderful! Oh, glorious day! I have a successor in my work.
So, how do you plan to start training me?
With a test of your practical skills.
Oh,
I have my eye on 3 rare objects of great value, but sadly they're a little difficult to obtain.
go on.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius. Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally, a talisman for luck from a passionate player.
Bloody hell, that's a lot. All right, one thing at a time. About that tooth, it's going to be slightly more complicated, isn't it?
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to gain such a rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery, and it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a sick tooth.
How did you find out he has a sore tooth?
As it happens, he told me at the tavern. But that's not important.
And how am I supposed to get the tooth?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something. But maybe you'll be able to persuade him to let the blacksmith pull it.
Wouldn't that be swindling people?
It is, and it isn't. If I sell that tooth as the tooth of Saint Procopius, then it certainly is deceitful. But if I sell it as a tooth from Procopius of Sasau, then I'm cheating nobody.
Does it really matter whose tooth I bring then?
Of course it does. The name Procopius in this holy land is shrouded with mystical powers. Sometimes I might play a trivial trick on someone, but I assure you, I'm no swindler.
Fine, I'll get it from him.
Wonderful.
This topping out, what's that?
You're not a carpenter, it seems.
No, I'm a blacksmith.
I see. Well, a topping out is a decorated spruce or a conifer tree hung on top of the roof of a new house to bring good fortune and God's blessing.
Well, then all we need to do is break off a branch somewhere, buy a few ribbons, and we've got our own homemade topping out right there.
You don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by a priest, and it hangs on the highest church far and wide. You can't just replace it with a decorated branch.
Fair enough. That topping off is hung pretty high, isn't it?
Naturally. It hangs on the rooftop according to tradition, and the church is tall.
And how am I supposed to get it down?
Damned if I know. But they had to get it up there somehow, didn't they?
Very well, I'll get it. This player's talisman, where am I supposed to find it?
I actually have a specific one in mind. Here at the inn, there's a dice player who always has a cat's paw with him. That's supposed to bring him luck.
A cat's paw? I thought players bring along a rabbit's paw for luck.
I thought so too. But this man is winning one game after another, so cats are clearly even more powerful than rabbits.
Oh. How am I supposed to get the talisman from him?
I haven't a clue. It won't be easy, but I'm sure you'll find a way.
We'll see. Very well. I'll get you the paw. I'll get looking for those things then.
Excellent! You do that, my journeyman. Good luck.
God bless. Can I help you?
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately, true enough. But that can change quicker than you know.
People say that you get help from a lucky charm.
Is that not allowed?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
I could use a paw like that myself.
Then go to the knacker. I'm sure he'll get you one.
I'll buy it from you.
You want to buy my cat paw? You're joking.
No, I'm not. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it?
Is this enough?
More.
Agree?
Oh, now. A little more and we'll shake on it. See? In the end, it brought me more luck than I thought.
Thanks.
Good luck then.
There we go. Now we got a cat's paw.
Yeah.
How did you scare... What? Number 4? You have 4 cats? I thought you had 3. I wonder if any branches dropped yet. Quiet as a church mouse. No, but I did break quite a few number of arrows.
What do you mean? Like, how have Radzik and his people settled in? Oh, that. What can I tell you?
Are you serious?
It's nothing much. Sir Radzik has made his home in the lower castle, but the serfs are squashed together in tents.
Hmm. Come on. Surely a branch fell. Great. Now I've got to wait for all those guards to come back down before I can go back up. Well, in the meantime, we'll see if we can acquire that tooth. Is this that Procopio guy? Nope, he's just a farmhand. Ah, here he is. He should be over here. Come on. Speak to the
Jesus,
man.
look where you're going. Hey? God save you.
It doesn't look good.
What? What are you talking about?
Your tooth. Bet it hurts a lot, doesn't it?
How do you know about that?
As a practitioner of the healing arts, I recognize the signs of a sick tooth. You have a bloated face, you're sweating, and the way you breathe is absolutely typical of the condition.
You're a physician?
Isn't that what I said? And if I can give you some advice, you should have it removed. There's a blacksmith down in the town.
No. There's no way I'm putting myself in the hands of that butcher.
I understand. But look here, I know about healing. I can go along with you and make sure everything goes as it should.
You do that?
Of course.
Jesus Christ. I'm a grown man and I need an escort.
You don't have to be embarrassed. Every man in the world's afraid of having his teeth pulled.
I know, but even so...
Let's go then, and get this over with.
What do you want? Hey!
I broke a spoke on my cartwheel again yesterday.
What, again? How many times is that this month?
3 times. Would you credit it?
Where did it happen this time?
Over there on the old road. And I didn't even hit a pothole. I was just rolling along and it went crack out of the blue.
Bad luck comes in threes, eh?
So it's back to the wheelwright again.
Jesus, it's going to be really painful, isn't it?
Don't worry. It will hurt a little, but then you'll feel relieved. You'll see.
If you say so.
Could always punch him in the face and then rip out his tooth. So we're on our way to the dentist. I mean, blacksmith. Which I have always learned. You never want to walk into a dentist's office and go, "Ooh, tiny tools." They will immediately correct you and say they're instruments. Tiny instruments.
I don't know. Isn't it a waste of time? Maybe it'll go away on its own.
Are you mad? It won't go away, it'll just get worse. The sooner we get it out, the better.
Yes, you're right.
The reason why I'm escorting him is because half the stuff he says is pretty funny. worked on this bridge half-assed. I wouldn't be surprised if there was just a single plank for everyone to walk across.
Look, I can't. It's embarrassing. I'm a coward, and I won't be able to handle it.
We're almost there. Just be a man about it.
You're right. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Hold him tight.
Let's do it.
Ah, look.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
out.
The agony.
Hey, want to keep it as a memento?
I'll have it.
Oh, all right.
My dentist never asked me if I want to keep my wisdom teeth as a memento.
Yeah.
I think the only tooth that I was able to actually walk away with the dentist from was my first baby tooth that I lost. And that was it. Well, see, the first tooth I've actually pulled was it's not pleasant at all. Wish I could have actually forgotten it. Wait, the guards are still up? Guards are all up there! That guy's still oscillating between all of his clothing and attire. Granted, I didn't actually get to keep my front tooth either when that grew in as well.
You!
What?
Are you yanking my pizzle? Picking a lock right under my nose? This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Yes, it does. Crime always pays when you have a save file. Really? For which door did I just steal a key? Well, I was really hoping to actually break into the monastery, because I'd earlier been able to actually pick a lock on a hard case, or a chest. Oh, okie dokie. Well, toodaloo, cab. You sleep well. I guess I'll probably see you when you wake up. Nighty night. You have to get up in 40 minutes? My goodness, that's a power nap. Why is there a spade at the top of the tower? There we go. Okie dokie, okay. Love you, bye bye!
Night and night, sleep tight.
Yeah.
I've got this plan. You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
What's it about?
You have incredible good fortune, friend. I have an offer for you, the likes of which comes along only once in a lifetime.
All right. Show me what you're selling.
As you wish.
Yeah.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So show me what you've got, lad.
The tooth of layman Procopius, which definitely isn't holy.
It isn't. But then again, one day it could be. You never know what course a man's life might take.
I suppose not. But it wasn't easy to get. So if anyone's the miracle worker here, it's me.
Calm now, don't exaggerate.
One cat paw for luck?
Marvelous. Let's just hope it brings us luck as well.
A branch from a blessed topping out.
Excellent. And how did you get it down?
I had to shoot it down.
Watch out for this man. He's a regular William Tell.
Well, there wasn't any other way.
So, we've got all that sorted out. And now, to the next matter.
Go on. I'm shaking with anticipation.
There's one more thing. It's rather complicated and delicate.
What thing?
A shroud.
A shroud?
Yes. A burial shroud of someone who passed away not too long ago.
I'm just supposed to take a dead person's clothes?
Christ, no. I need a burial shroud. The precious enveloping garment in which the deceased is buried.
And does it matter who I take it from?
It needs to be someone who lived an honest life. And I have just the fellow, a good man by the name of Lokota who recently passed on.
Right. So where can I find him?
His family is waiting for the funeral. For now he's lying in the small church in Sassau.
And who was this Lokota?
I know only a little, but according to the locals, he was an honorable man. You should certainly try to ask around. God be with you. Hey! What are you doing here? What?
Welcome, Henry.
This month? 3 times. Would you credit it? Where did it happen this time?
Over there on the old road, and I didn't even hit a pothole. I was just rolling along and it went crack out of the blue.
Bad luck comes in 3s, eh?
So it's back to the wheelwright again, and more to pay. It makes me wonder. I have my doubts about him.
Ah, nonsense. I know the wheelwright. He's an honest fellow.
And what could he do to cause it anyway?
What do I know? I don't make wheels. Maybe he fixed it with bad wood.
Don't let your imagination run away with you. It's just a spot of bad luck. There's worse things. Look around you. There's Sigismund and his Tartar hordes marauding all over the country. We're all lucky to be alive at all.
True. Thank the good Lord for that.
Who's the man who died? The one who's lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Locott. He was a respectable fellow.
And how did he make a living?
He was a butcher of some renown in the region.
Was he a local?
Oh, no. He came here from Vlachim because of an argument with his brother. We weren't too keen on him at first. His trade took customers away from our old butcher, you see. But we soon realized he was a decent man, and we all grew to love him.
It's a sad loss. What about his family?
His wife, Lucy, passed away a long time ago, poor soul. He was never the same since then. He never laughed from the heart anymore. But he's left 2 sons behind, Peter and Mark.
What are his sons like?
Oh, they're sturdy men. Sturdy and straightforward, mind you. Peter doesn't have any sense of humor that you'd notice. He takes everything as seriously as a sermon. Mark's a more open sort, and a little superstitious. But don't make fun of him.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes? See you later.
Oh, maybe I should probably wash up before I put those back on the horse.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
I like it that the guards all love me. Need to find a wash basin. Ah, here we go.
What do you want here? My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
I see one of your kin's passed away.
My old father. We're all gonna miss him.
I see you're taking care of your father like a true Christian.
I'm trying. My father, God rest his soul, deserves nothing less.
How have you made sure his soul can depart peacefully?
He's lying in the church where someone from the family watches over him day and night, and the windows are wide open, so there's nothing to stop his soul from leaving.
And have you made atonement for his sins?
What? Why? Do you think that's necessary?
I'm sure he was a good Christian, but no man's entirely free of sin. If you want to be sure his soul can depart in peace, you'd be wise to take care of that.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, if my father's soul is at risk because of me, I'll never forgive myself. What should I do?
No, don't worry. It usually only requires a trifle. All you have to do is donate some of his belongings to those in need of charity.
Right. But what? Money? Or food?
Something more personal. Maybe his funeral shroud.
Of course. That's a good idea. I'll take it to someone needy right away.
Wait a moment. You have to watch over your father. I'll take it to them.
You do that for me? Thank you. Go to the infirmary at the monastery. There's a lot of people in need there. Goodbye.
And that is one burial shroud. I keep stepping on the dog.
God's blessing. What can I do for you?
I have the shroud for you.
Have you now? Good work.
Yes, well, it wasn't easy.
I'm sure. That's also why. Good luck then.
That's where he lives. Let's teach him a lesson.
He's inside. I saw him go in.
Henry, delay them. What? How? There's a reward for you in the trunk. I'll see you in Ledechko.
Come on.
Break it down.
Do it.
What are you doing here?
He swindled me, too. I came here to throw his potions in his face, but it looks like he hasn't been home for a while. He probably ran away before his trickery could catch up with him.
Bastard! Either way, he'd better not show his face in this town again. Let's go!
So hopefully the doggy doesn't disturb Henry's sleep too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I fast travel back to the mill, hopefully I can, well, manage to pull off, making use of the training lock box to get my skills back up, hopefully.
Most meg kapod!
Yeah. Yeah. What?
A picsába, hagyd már! Elég volt, győztél! Hey!
Yeah. Ah! No! Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll fix up all my clothes. Ooh, I'll need to fix up my clothes. I can repair all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Van valaki?
It's the same bastard that attacked me.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I need to repair his bridle. let's see. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Goodbye.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Here you are, with a little top-up.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Greetings, Henry.
I've brought you something.
Are you serious? What on earth is this? Take it away, Hal. I don't want it.
How about another little outing with me?
You never give up, do you? That would be great. Only not just now. Come and see me in a day or two.
It's already been a day or two.
Yeah.
Bread baked just this
Asparagus that'll
Bread.
cut you in half, and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you.
God's blessings. What can I do for you? Take care. God be with you.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Green cabbage!
Good health to you.
God be with you, Henry.
Take care now. Take care now.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come get 'em.
All you need
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring.
Come on, what are you saying?
All right, here you are.
You're a good Samaritan, thank you.
Welcome, Henry.
There she is.
God be with you.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything going on. Hello, Air Force. How are you? You might want to probably come up with an alternate username than your brother's username.
God be with you.
So that way, you know, just in case, that way if, you know, your brother says something or you say something, both your accounts don't happen to get upset.
Take care.
Nope. Don't need him to fix that. Actually, No, I think I should be good. I don't need that much of a cobbler's kit.
Yeah.
But I do need to repair the bows I currently have. Okie dokie. See you when you get back. Y'all
Let's see.
enjoying your 4th of
What
July,
can we
though,
do for you?
nonetheless?
See you later.
Well, that's good to hear. May the 4th be with you. Yeah, certainly. Although, granted, our 4th of July is okay. Got family here today, so... although today's the big Extra Life wellness stream, so... probably gonna do that here, and after I take a little bit of a lunch break or something, so... So if you got pennies to spare, the children would greatly appreciate it. But basically, my plans are to actually name all the dinosaurs after y'all, so... and you guys get to pick whatever dinosaur you want.
Good people, come up close and have a smell.
God be with you, Henry.
And pour yourself a bit of fresh milk.
See you later.
Alright, let's put another spear on the horse. Let's see, and we'll put the cumin shield there. Stow the bow. y'all go have fun with your party.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'll try to have a good lunch. I got nieces, nephews, and cousins over, and dogs sleeping in my room, so it's a matter of time before the kids try to get in.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. Go see Armand, the executioner. Long as you got the stomach for dealing with a fella that's cursed. Good luck then.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
God be with you. Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
Certainly.
Good day, Henry.
For how long?
How about if I pay you for several nights?
All right. Money up front, though.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price? What do you say to this?
It'll take more than that to persuade me. You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
No one I can think of. Take care.
Oh wait, I should probably actually snag all the money off my horse. And also attempt to level up my character a little too, especially since he's got a little bit more to go here. let's grab all the money off the horse. And let's see. Only 2,000? Interesting. Huh. Just a reminder to myself not to view any of this stuff, so I'm not reading a single book at all in this run-through.
Yeah.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
God save you. See you later.
Alright. Let's go see if we can... I think I know what the quest is that the executioners need assistance with, and I think it's because there's a visiting executioner.
My Agnes has been gone now 4.5 years.
Can't I just pet the puppy? Oh, I'll just collect the mint underneath it.
Hey! What do you want? You've no business here.
Not exactly trespassing. Alright, let's go check on that lockbox for practice. Seriously? It's broken?
God's blessings. What can I do for you? Good luck then.
Yeah.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
God be with you.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Matthew told me your foreman's a fool, and you're not exactly filled with Christian love for him.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
God be with you.
Goodbye.
God save you. What can I do for you?
About the mill.
Again, look, lad. I stand by Thomas. If it wasn't for him, nothing will get done here.
Yeah, but Thomas has problems with carpentry.
You're right. You should hear him cursing when he has to turn his hand to it. He knows he'll never be a real miller.
What, just because of that?
No. He's not too skilled at handling the water wheel and the mill run either. He can wield a shovel well enough, but otherwise I have to keep telling him how to do things.
So he's not been foreman too long then?
No. My son used to run the mill, but then his wagon overturned with him inside it. It'll be a year ago now, come spring.
I'm sorry.
Me too, boy. And after Martin was gone, the other workers left and only Thomas stayed. I don't know what I'd do without him.
What happened that day? Wagons don't overturn themselves.
He was transporting new stone blocks for the mill and he had to take a detour. Since the wagon was too heavy for the ford, it was after a downpour. The load must have slipped and the whole wagon fell on him. I pray it was quick.
So he was alone, with no one to help him?
Of course not. Thomas was there too. He helped Martin to load the wagon in Sasser, and both of them set off back.
Just the two of them? No one else was there?
No, they always did it that way. Martin didn't like dragging people where it wasn't necessary, when they could be doing work elsewhere. But if I had been there with them, maybe he'd still be alive. Thomas couldn't pull the wagon off him. He ran for help, but it was already too late.
I'm sorry. But I'm sure he's in God's kingdom now.
He was a good boy, a kind soul.
Have you been without carpenters for a while?
A long time. Since winter, it's been just me and Thomas.
Nobody stays around?
No. These days, it's hard to find a man you can rely on. Young lads today are bone idle. None of them wants to do an honest day's work.
And how many have actually worked here?
About half a dozen, maybe more. We always put up with them till the most urgent work was done, then sent them packing.
And what about Jane? Shouldn't she have a husband by now?
What are you trying to say?
A pretty girl like her is ripe for marriage.
With a large dowry because she comes from a mill? Well, she had herself a man once, but he ran away during the winter. He wasn't up to the work either.
And how long did he last?
You know, he was here for a while. But back then my son was a foreman and he was a kindly soul. Too kind. He never threw anyone out.
So everyone started leaving when Thomas took over?
Well, Thomas is a dog on slackers. And just as well. Maybe it's harsh, but that's what you need nowadays. If we don't mill, folk don't eat.
So the moment Thomas became mill foreman, everyone started running off? Not one man could stand it here, even if they had a chance to marry Jane. Don't you think Thomas might be doing it on purpose? Sounds to me like he's after the mill, or your daughter, or both.
That's not like him. He's a good man and straightforward. He knows I can always send for a new mill foreman.
And Jane?
Don't worry about her. She'll wed whoever I approve of, even Thomas if he asks for her hand. At least with him, I know he won't leave the mill.
Indeed, why would he, once he's got rid of everyone else?
That's enough. I don't know why you're trying to slander Thomas, but I don't mean to listen to it any longer. Good luck then.
I heard what you asked my father. You can't expect help from him. He's none too sharp these days.
And can you help me then?
No. Nobody listens to me. But I wanted to say that Thomas does do it on purpose. He did it the same way before.
Why?
Because he's afraid if someone comes who's more skilled, Father will notice and give his job to the newcomer.
And your father lets him?
Can't he settle this?
He probably could, but he doesn't want to. My brother was the mill foreman before him, but last year a wagon overturned on him, broke his back. It broke my father too. And Thomas was here the longest. He was always close to my brother, so father chose him as the mill foreman.
And Thomas doesn't listen to anyone. Can't you persuade him?
No. He keeps looking my way and tries to be nice, but he doesn't care what I've got to say. When I tell him something, it goes in one ear and out the other.
And this probably won't end well. What happened to your brother?
And what does that have to do with this?
I don't know. You mentioned it, so I was just wondering.
There's not much to tell. A stone block that was loaded wrong, slippery ground after rain, and when the wagon overturned on him, there was no one around to help.
What do you mean, no one? Surely he wasn't alone.
No, he had Thomas with him. But Thomas couldn't lift the wagon off him, and by the time he found help, it was too late. And as if that wasn't bad enough, someone robbed my brother while Thomas was looking for help.
Someone robbed him after he was dead?
I don't know. But they took a mottled scarf which I gave him as a keepsake. He laughed when I gave it to him. He said it would make him look like a fop, but he still wore it all the time. And someone must have thought it was worth stealing.
But who'd steal a scarf?
Why are you asking me? When they brought him back here, he didn't have it. That's all I know.
I'm sorry about what happened to him.
Me too. But it was his own fault. If he'd brought more people with him, he'd still be alive. He was too kind for his own good.
I understand. You're probably interested in what Thomas was hiding, aren't you?
I certainly am interested, especially in how you came to know.
I saw it as it fell out of his pouch, and
Show it to me.
Isn't this your brother's scarf?
That's it. Where did you get it?
As I said, Thomas had it.
He did? And what did he have to say about that?
Nothing. I came straight to you.
Oh. I suppose I'll have to decide what to do about it. But I'm grateful you brought this, and maybe... Never mind.
What is it?
I was thinking you could go to him and tell him I have the scarf. But I think I'll handle it another way.
As you wish. I'll go then.
God be with you.
Hi, Twisted, and thank you so much for the follow there, Ultimate Power. Thank you so much, and welcome to the broadcast. Hopefully y'all are having a fabulous day. Watch this wonderful cutscene.
Good day, health Henry. To you, Henry.
This guy killed her brother. He does not deserve to live. So we're going to just follow this guy. There we go. Hi, Arctic. Great to see you. Wow, sorry to hear that, Twisted. My goodness, Twisted, can't you even catch a break?
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Problem solved. He won't bother you again.
Really? How'd you pull it off?
I found out he has a soft spot, and I gave it a good poke.
I'd love to know what you found out about him.
It doesn't matter. But it was enough for him to pack his things and disappear.
Jesus, it must have been something terrible. So he's really gone?
Yes. Now it's just you, so try not to misbehave.
You know us. We'd never do that. Thank you kindly, Henry. We owe you again. Here, it's not much, but it's all we have. Goodbye.
Jesus, I reached a new level in pickpocketing? What? How did... never mind. Wait, so I gained a skill in pickpocketing. Great.
Goodbye.
So how you boys doing? As for me, I'm actually probably going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. Got family over here, so I figured I'd try and see if I can join them for lunch. And then I have the Wellness Wednesday broadcast with Jurassic World, so anyone that actually donates to Extra Life gets their own special dinosaur in the game.
Come to see us.
Actually, now that that guy's gone, I should probably check to see if I can actually finally pick a few locks. Oh, I guess I already picked that lock.
God bless. Can I help you? God be with you.
Wait, where's the miller? Yeah, me, pickpocket, no. Me, archer? Yes. There's the miller. Except the only option I got is to pick his pocket.
God save Henry.
Oh wait, I probably need to eat, so let's give my character some bacon.
I'm glad to see you. Take care.
definitely time for a new PC. I thought I saw something for like a discounted gaming machine that uses an i3 core processor for an Intel core processor. But if you're really wanting to go like AMD and ATI Radeons and all that stuff, you could probably actually find some pretty decent prices, I think. But I haven't been looking at new computers recently, so other than one person was asking for help with it, and I was going to try to help her out, but she hasn't texted me back yet, so... Alright, so for me, I'm actually going to have to call it quits here because A, it is 1 hour over the actual broadcast time window that I said I was going to be broadcasting for, and I will actually be picking up Kingdom Come Deliverance for all day tomorrow. So there will be a very fun time. So if I happen to do an early morning broadcast again, I will actually be saying a tweet letting y'all know about it. So anywho, thank you again for tuning in. Please stay in chat to receive your in-stream bonus points, and I will see you all in the Discord, because for, I think, probably in about roughly 2 hours from now, I'll actually be going live with Jurassic World. So thank you again for tuning in, and catch you in a bit.